Hi Scorpio, this is your March monthly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this monthly reading. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love and an existing relationship or marriage. I'll then do the X spread. After that, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And at the end, we'll get you an advice for the whole month of March. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notified to support this channel. This first spread is a new love in March. We have the Hierophant clarified by the Four of Wands. We have the Devil clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Tower. In the potential outcome, we have the Two of Cups with the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune. And we've got the Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, perhaps another Scorpio. I don't know. We actually start off with the Hierophant. Right away from the very beginning, here comes the Hierophant. The Hierophant could be a Taurus you're dealing with, but the Hierophant is a card of something traditional like a committed relationship or marriage. It's also an educational card and a very spiritual card, right? For some of you, it's both spiritual and educational, right? And as I was clarifying the Hierophant, I was simply asking, so what's the deal with the Hierophant? Is it a commitment or what is it? And the Four of Wands showed up. It is commitment, right? The Four of Wands is a card of a commitment, marriage. To me personally, the Four of Wands always reminds me of an actual wedding. Some people call the Four of Wands the 1111 card. So I've got some news, Scorpio, for you. You've got somebody who is borderline obsessed with you. They watch you like a hawk. They already perhaps thought of the names of your future children. Yes, it's that intense, all right? The Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck is a card of spying, okay? Somebody keeping tabs on you, spying on you. So for most of you, this is somebody who is already in your life. You know, somebody you work with, do business with. It could be your neighbor, somebody you see all the time when you go to your gym, when you go grocery shopping, what have you. Right next to the Hierophant, we have the Devil, clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. The Devil could be a Capricorn you're dealing, but the Devil is borderline obsession. Together with all the other cards, especially with the 2 commitment and marriage cards, prior to the Devil, somebody borderline obsessed with you, somebody who wants to marry you, and like I said, they can already picture that minivan with kids in it, taking kids to soccer practice or what have you. Right, and they're mean business, right? I know it may sound a little bit creepy, and perhaps that's going to be your initial reaction, your initial response when they finally make their move, but I think you should hear them out. All right, they're coming in with the Ace of Pentacles. The Devil is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles often comes through as a proposal. If it's not a proposal, then they still mean business, right? With the Hierophant and the Four of Pentacles in the front, in the beginning of this reading. The Ace of Pentacles always comes from somebody who is ready to settle down, ready to start a family, ready to get serious. The Tower in the middle is going to be a shock, and I think you're the one who's going to be shocked, Scorpio. Perhaps you talk to this person all the time and you had no idea what was going on inside this person's head, right? The Tower is a shocking revelation. Okay, however, in the potential outcome, Scorpio, we have the Two of Cups with the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, the Sun could be a Leo you're dealing with, the Wheel of Fortune could be a Sagittarius you're dealing with. So those are 2 major kind of cards. The Two of Cups, the first card in there, there's 2 people in the Two of Cups, and I would just have to assume that's you and them. It's a card of a soulmate connection. It's a card of unconditional love. It's a card of when 2 people feel the same way towards one another, and that feeling must be love. Okay, the Sun, the next card over, if it's not a Leo you're dealing with, then the Sun is a card of clarity. And besides that, it's the happiest card in the deck. With the Sun card, we always feel happy, joyful, on top of the world, and that kind of stuff. The Wheel of Fortune, if it's not a Sag you're dealing with, then yeah, you're taking it all the way with this person. The Wheel of Fortune is the start of a new cycle. Since it's in the potential outcome, this is you 2 taking it to the next level and starting that cycle on the next level up. But again, with the Hierophant and the Four of Wands right in the beginning of this reading, I have a feeling that you're going to be taking it all the way with this person. Wow. So yeah, you better hold on to something. You better sit down when this person comes towards you. You're gonna be shocked. You're gonna be surprised. You may even be overwhelmed a little bit. But when you come back to your senses, when the dust settles, I think you will realize, you know what? It's not such a bad idea. All right. So yeah, I'm not gonna do an extended for you. I think it's a done deal. At least from this person's perspective, they can't wait to tell you how they feel. They can't wait to offer you that Ace of Pentacles with the Hierophant and the Four of Wands. All right, I think they know it's going to be shocking for you, but they're still going to do it. All right, so no extended for you, Scorpio. Really happy for you. Congratulations. Scorpio, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Swords, the Fool, and the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. The question I have for you, Scorpio, is where are you going? Perhaps most of you don't know that yet. Perhaps most of you don't know that you're actually going somewhere, because it could be very spontaneous. All right, it could be very spontaneous. Let me explain. All right, if it's not an actual trip that's coming up, then the two of you will start doing something brand spanking new that perhaps you've never thought you would ever do. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune, the first card that came out, could be a card of travel. The Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck could also be a card of travel. So you essentially you've got two travel cards. Well, the Fool card could also be a travel card. All right, but at the same time, the Wheel of Fortune is the start of a new cycle. Okay. And with the Ace of Swords right there in the middle, I think it's going to happen real quick. The Ace of Swords usually comes in and there is no delays. The Ace of Swords never, ever, ever talks about delays. It's just going to be bam, and there you go. So for some of you, it's going to be spontaneous. For others of you, it's going to be, you know, a revelation. Perhaps one of you says, hey, why don't we try doing this together? And the second person will immediately reply, great idea, let's do it. And same goes for travel, right? The Fool right next to the deck, you know, taking a leap of faith, just going for it. It's a very spontaneous energy. The Fool usually says, yeah, let's do it, let's give it a shot, let's see what happens. Okay, so again, travel or some kind of a new beginning, spontaneous new beginning, something you haven't tried in the past beginning. Again, I think you're going to be on the same page. Both of you are on the same page. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Scorpio, in March. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Six of Wands, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Four of Cups, Judgment, and we have Death on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or pretty much any zodiac sign. This is a big fat no. This is a big fat no. And it kind of feels like this person is kind of arrogant. It's like they are used to getting whatever they want. It's like it almost feels like they can buy their way in, or they can buy their way back in, right? Because they're coming in with the Six of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, you know. And those cards are not bad cards, but you know, the Six of Wands could be somebody arrogant and cocky, and the Knight of Pentacles, it's like they've got really deep pockets, they've got a lot of money, and they think like I said, they think they can just waltz right back into someone's life, and you know, that person will take them back. You're about to prove them wrong, Scorpio, right? The very next card that came out is the Four of Cups, right there in the middle. It's a card of a rejection. Judgment right next to the deck is a card of somebody coming back from the past. So you're making this judgment call by rejecting them. And Death on the bottom of the deck, that's your major arcana card. Right? So there's only two major arcana cards on the table, Judgment and your card. You're definitely in charge, and you're definitely going to show them the door. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Scorpio, in March. We have the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Swords. Then we have two sixes. Six of Swords clarified by the Six of Wands. And we have the Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck. I was looking at the spread, and I remembered I had a conversation with a person who did my taxes a few years back. And he told me that if he ever has a problem, he immediately attacks it. He doesn't procrastinate, he doesn't wait, he starts doing something about it. And that's what I think you're going to be doing this month. You're going to be attacking your issues. And you will have, I'm not saying you'll have like major issues, but you'll have quite a few things. Quite a few responsibilities. You'll have a lot on your plate. and you could be struggling a little bit, but because of the sheer volume of things you have to do, and you're going to be frustrated a little bit as to which of the things you want to start taking care of first, right? And the answer is to just start working on them as quickly as possible, attacking them. Not literally attacking anybody. I hope you get the idea, right? The Seven of Cups, the first card that came out, I think this is you facing quite a few things, all right? And for some of you, you're going to be a little bit frustrated, unclear, uncertain whether you should start working on them or which of the tasks, which of the things you want to start working on first, right? The Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck is a card of a burden. This is when we have a lot on our plate. This is when we have a lot of responsibilities. This is when we're struggling a little bit. The answer is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is the fastest knight out of all 4 knights, and the Knight of Swords is on the attack, right? You see that person is charging ahead, galloping ahead, and the Knight of Swords is not afraid to face whatever issues, whatever obstacles they have in front of them. And as a result of that, you will have the Six of Swords clarified by the Six of Wands. Victory, success, improvement, things getting better. Okay, so don't hesitate, don't procrastinate. If you need to get other people involved, get other people involved. Assign tasks to other people, just be active, and you will succeed. I hope that makes sense. All right? Cool. Here's the advice or word of wisdom for you, Scorpio, for the whole month of March. We have the Nine of Swords clarified by the Devil. We have the Page of Cups clarified by the Ace of Cups. We have the Two of Cups clarified by Death. And then we have Justice on the bottom of the deck. You're going to be dealing with a Capricorn, Libra, and perhaps another Scorpio, but we're back to where we started, pretty much, right? I believe this is a repeat of the first spread, the new love spread, but this is the advice, all right? And I think I already told you, when this person makes their move, when they tell you how they feel, it could be overwhelming, shocking for you. So the advice for you is to hear them out. All right? Yeah, we started with the Knight of Swords clarified by the Devil. The Knight of Swords is somebody who can't sleep at night because they're madly in love with you, Scorpio. The Devil clarifying it could be a Capricorn you're dealing with, but the Devil is somebody who is borderline obsessed. Alright, so here they come with the Page of Cups, which is immediately clarified by the Ace of Cups. So when they do make their move, when you go on that date, they will start talking love with you right away with that Ace of Cups. Okay, but they want to get serious with you. Justice on the bottom of the deck is a very serious card. You know, justice is, it could be the legal system. And what I mean by that, when people get married, they sign a piece of paper, right? And then that piece of paper is submitted with the local government. So they do want to be serious with you. And then we have the Two of Cups clarified by Death. I think we had the Two of Cups also in the first spread, right? There's two people in the Two of Cups, you and them. And Death clarifying the Two of Cups, that's definitely you. That is your major arcana card. So from the advice perspective, let them speak their truth, let them speak their mind, and, you know, perhaps it's not such a bad idea after all to give them a chance. Because, you know, you and marrying you, that's all they think about, like literally. All right? So yeah, that's what I have for you, Scorpio, for this reading, for this month. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Scorpio, have an amazing March.